gamers, welcome back to the Board Game Captain, and I got a bit of news for you today. This news is about a game designing contest that is coming up starting in January. So this is for all you budding game designers out there, all you people who have ever fancied yourself a game designer or thought, you know what, I could design a game. Well, this is the contest for you. So start working on your designs now because you'll be able to submit them to XV Games in January. So this contest is the baby of Marcello over at XV Games. We've reviewed actually quite a few of their games at this point that they've published currently. And they decided to do this contest for a small, probably abstract game, which is something that really fits into the line of what they do. And the winner of the contest is going to get published by XV Games, have their design be published. But in addition, all the finalists are going to get prizes, which is pretty freaking cool. So let me explain how this is all going to work to you. First of all, I think the most important thing to start with in this is what kind of games can be registered. So they have 5 basic qualifications, but you don't 100% have to stick to all of them, but just know that they're going to be taking off for each one of the qualities that they have listed that you don't stick to. So your game would have to be really, really good to still be considered if it doesn't stick to all 5. 4 would probably be okay though. So here's the 5 qualities they're looking for. They're looking for 2-player games that are either perfect information or almost perfect information. So you can have a little bit of randomness in there. Few rules, few components, and a short game time. So they're looking for basically the kind of games that XV Games already puts out, like Charté or Wizard's Garden or Libreria. I mean, these are a lot of the games I have reviewed, or Greener, also another one I reviewed from them. So they're looking for games like that, like the general style that they already publish. So now the way to send them in is if the game can be sent as simply a rule book, because you can use common everyday items to play it, or there's something you would need to print out and make out of paper, and you could send it in as an email with the print and play components as a file in the email. They have an email address that you can send it to. I'm going to link, by the way, to the specific location of all the rules and with where they also have that email address in the description down below in this video. Now, if this has rather unique components that you would not, have every day in your house or be able to send in a print and play file, then you'll have to mail in a physical copy of the game to them at XV Games. And again, they have a mailing address to where you can send it to in Italy. Now, the time frame of this is that you can start sending the games to them January 1st of 2020. So this coming January 1st, it opens, and it will go until the 30th of May 2020. So January, February, March, April, and May, they will be open for those full 5 months to accept entries. You can enter as many times as you like. So do you have an idea for 5 different abstract games that you want to design? Send in 5 games, and that's freaking great. However, any games received after the 30th of May are not going to count. They're not going to qualify. That's pretty important. Now, the way this is going to be judged, it's going to go like this. So the games are going to pass through a first selection made specifically by the staff at XV Games, where they're going to weed out, first off, lots of games that don't qualify, that just are way too different from those 5 qualifiers to count, as well as games that they just really think are not very good, that are really just not in the running. They're gonna narrow it down to 5 finalists. Now, those 5 finalists are then going to be voted on by the final jury, which they have formed of all sorts of people in and involved with the game industry. So the final jury is Hjalmar Hach, who is the lead designer of Horrible Guild, author of Photosynthesis, King's Dilemma, Dragon Castle, and many others. Josh Kaplan, reviewer at the board game Kaptain, longtime gamer and game scholar. They called me a game scholar. Nestor Romero Andres, abstract games designer and owner of Nestor Games, renowned abstract games publisher. Thomas Jacob, founder of Brettspiel Hero, one of the most important board game reviewers in Germany. Nakano Masayuki, owner of Benesto Board Game Shop in Nagoya, Japan, pioneer board game shop in Japan that just celebrated its 20th birthday. Giuseppe Baggio, current Italian shogi champion, wow, and jury for the Premio Archimede International Game Design Contest. And then Marcello Bertocci, who is the owner of XV Games. So we are the final jury. I feel very honored to be amongst all these other people in this jury. This is fantastic. So all 5 finalists will receive a bundle of products from the XV Games catalog that will either be shipped directly or they can give them to you at Essen Spiel 2020, where the winner of the contest will also receive a license agreement contract to publish the game with XV Games, and will be set to release at Essen Spiel 2021. So I am super excited for this. In fact, this might actually motivate me to go to Essen Spiel 2020 just for this contest alone. I've been wanting to go to Essen Spiel for a while and haven't managed to get motivated enough to actually go. So Marcello had been talking to me for a while and had asked me to be a judge in this contest, but I didn't want to say anything until it was final. And now it's final. It's up on his website. Again, I'll have the link to everything down below in the description. Check it out. I'm going to do another news update video on this to remind you all that the entry is open on January 1st. And also in that news update, if anything is changed in the contest, I will also be including that in the news update. So let me know down below, are you going to be working on a game or games for the contest? I got to tell you, the only part of this I find sad is that as a judge, I won't be able to submit any games, because I think this is great. This is a really cool idea. I love that he's opening it up to just about everybody out there. You can all submit games. I can't wait to play some of the games that you guys submit and help to give my 2 cents as to who's going to win this contest. I think this is fantastic. I really just want to thank Marcello over at XV Games for the offer and including me as a judge in the contest, and I want to applaud them for holding this contest because I think it is awesome. So let me know in the comments down below, are you going to be working on a game? Let me know what you think about this contest, and if you enjoyed this news update, be sure to give it a like, share it on all forms of social media, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Board Game Kaptain. That's Kaptain spelled with a K on YouTube. And until next time, game on.